a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thiago Alcantara. He's someone who can really control the game from midfield. He's got a sensational range of passing. He's got wonderful vision too. He's no doubt been tasked with creating opportunities for the front players, and he's certainly got all the skills needed to do just that. They'll be expecting a good supply.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Now it's Pelé. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Plays the ball back. And it's Seedorf. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pelé. Seedorf. Messi. So nearly the perfect ball. Turan. It's just beyond his reach. Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Mets have themselves a chance from the spot. This to go one up. Oh, it's hit the post. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, that's neat. Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Messi. Couldn't squeeze it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. So we're still where we started right now. Probing pass. Michael. Seedorf. Neymar. Bale. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Messi looking for options for movement. And the shot's on here. And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Pelé clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Mets with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Neymar batted in a wide position. Neymar's cross, he gets big! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Neymar does really well to win the ball there. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Ronaldinho. This might spell... It's Thiago! Goal! Mets! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Gattuso, it's a pretty loose pass.
Mets truly have no need to panic.
And it's been given away. Oh, that's fabulous. Very nicely done. Mbappe! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Bale gets it clear. Thuram hangs one in. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Roberto Carlos goes short. Oh, that's nice. Pinches it off him. Mets have the chance to go the other way. And a chance! It's a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And this is Messi. Crosses it in. And it's Seedorf, and he's well positioned here. Shot a goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And he's taking no chances there. And it's half-time here. Some first-half thoughts?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks.
Changement.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal, and
He's tried one! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Mets have their third corner. Gattuso getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar. That was good alertness. Metz come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Pelé. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pelé unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Neymar. But it's Ronaldinho. Metz appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Roberto Carlos, the man that is tenacity personified.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Ronaldinho with the clearance. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Gattuso gets good distance on it. Tries to pass it through. Fire chance! And it's in! Back to within one! Interesting! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Le numéro 10. Le numéro 15, Ronaldinho.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Messi. Le
Metz
numéro 4.
get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Ibrahimovic. À leur place, le numéro 18.
Vieira.
Le numéro 9.
Metz
Bale.
still have the cards
Le
to
numéro
affect
3.
this game.
Le numéro 5. Le
Ronaldinho.
numéro 10. Luis Suarez.
And it's
Changement.
Ronaldinho. Now Neymar. And this is from Mario.
Metz really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Maicon did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. That's a nicely weighted pass.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
75 minutes played. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ronaldinho. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
And here's from Mario. Neymar. He has found the way through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Luis Suarez. Metz needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Bale. Neymar. And it's Ronaldinho. Pele.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
It's made its way to him. Pepe. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Bale. And that interception was most necessary. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Metz perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more.
But, you know, they'll be back on the training ground working through their problems that will undoubtedly have been highlighted.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential...
And it's been given away. Vieira. Searching pass he's played there. And he was quick to react. And the pass is intercepted. Vieira. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Metz with the corner, there first. And the shot! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Played out wide, threads one in. Leicester with the clearance. Very nicely done. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Ibrahimovic. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Neymar. Metz leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And it's Neymar. Thiago. Here's Vieira. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Mbappe. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Thiago. Tries a deft little ball. Now it's Neymar. Looking for options for movement. And no, that was never going to make it. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Played into space out wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Pepe did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
It's run loose here. That is lovely. Chooses to go back. It's Thiago! Well, the clearance is short. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Leicester. Trossino! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Metz have their second corner now. That has been knocked clear. Metz are looking to go forward now. He won't be happy with that one. Neymar quietly revving up. Pele. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Metz looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Seedorf. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Ibrahimovic. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Pepe. Messi. Metz finding their passes. Bale. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Bale. Nice sequence of passes this. And he's there to belt it away. Mbappe. And it's made its way to him. It's a mighty effort! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. And we're underway again. Metz carrying a one-goal lead. Seedorf. Messi. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Goes for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Bale is one whose deliveries we all know about. And that is a little undercooked. Messi. Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Driving forward. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Metz just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Maicon. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Mbappe. Nice looking ball. Oh, that was vital.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Le numéro 19, Messi. À leur place, le numéro 21, Luis Suarez. Le numéro 14, le numéro 9, le numéro 18, Ronaldinho.
Takes a shot!
Changement.
In for the pieces! Now that is commitment to the cause. Not pretty, but it gets the... There's the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
That's a throw. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well timed, excellent interception. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. And it's Nedved. Maicon could try cutting inside here. Tries to get it clear. Oh, they can break here. Succumbs to the pressure. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. He's onside. He's had a shot. It's a goal! Do not write them off! Back they come! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Le numéro 8, Sidor.
So here comes the substitution.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
And this is Bale, and this is Bale. Shoots! Goal! Mets! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Mets are in dire need of a breakthrough, can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Mets really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And he's managed to get free. Look at the space here. And he's there to clear it. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here?
3 minutes.
Cruyff with the cross. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Oh, easy pickings there. And he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Just too high. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
A little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from